All right.
A linebacker, number 66.
Blame him for that comes out.
Make sure you gesture because I may not hear
All right.
Defensive lineman, number 75, Josh Curran.
They made a comment in there, what if they threw a football game and nobody came?
Defensive lineman, number 77, Todd Amick. A linebacker, number 85, Ryan Smith.
Oh, there's no signs. They're going to have to find him.
At linebacker, number 90, Joe Romano.
Joe
The head coach of Upper St. Clair, Jim Render, and the rest of the Upper St. Clair football team.
Hey, who's that Jimmy Shudo?
What kind of, where does he get his radio broadcasting?
I don't know who he is. I didn't know who he was until I...
Sports, that's on the Smart Shop, right?
Oh, really?
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Seems like
the defensive starters
I don't even know.
for State College. At left end, number 70, Keith Sabo Sr.
He's not coming out.
We're on the end break.
Another senior, left tackle, number 65, Darren
Yeah, we're
Narber.
in the end break right now.
All right.
A junior at right tackle, number 78, Toby Miller. A senior right end, number 59, David Parmar.
What's
that all we can afford?
Sophomore and left outside linebacker, number 44, John Sandusky.
Good afternoon and welcome to Altoona's Manship Park, where the State College Little Lions are taking on the Upper St. Clair Panthers in the Quad A Western Final. The winner will be right back here next Saturday to play for a state championship. I'm Paul Alexander along with Jim Gregory. And Jimmy, obviously the weather's going to be a big factor, but neither one of these teams really rely on the pass much, so it's just going to be good old-fashioned football.
That's right. Both teams only pass the ball on average about 10 times a game, and with the weather the way it is, we have a strong wind blowing from this side of the field to our right, and I don't think we're going to see too much in the way of passing today. And just to give you an indication of how bad this weather is, the #1 team in the state is Upper St. Clair. Let's take a look at how many fans made the trip over from Pittsburgh. Not many. That's not great support, so we'll see just how well State College fans can support the Little Lions today.
Well, obviously the weather's a big factor, and the fact we have this game on live. You folks at State College that are staying home and watching this, shame on you, but we're glad we're able to bring it to you. Jeff Nixon's going to be a huge key. He is just a great back.
I like to call him the high school version of Emmitt Smith. When he does the hole, he moves his feet. He's always keeping his legs moving, churning for that extra yard, averages almost 10 yards per carry. Of course, I'm not telling anything to the folks up in State College that they don't already know. Of course, they have a great offensive line right up front to help open up those holes.
Absolutely. It's going to be a very power football-oriented game. We're going to have the kickoff in just a second. Don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Mansion Park. Upper St. Clair has won the toss and deferred, and they will kick off to State College. Doing the place kicking will be Billy Price. Back deep to receive for the Little Lions is Mr. Dangerous himself, Jeff Nixon. And I imagine they will try to kick away from him, Jimmy, if they've scouted this team at all.
Yeah, John Sandusky back there along with him, but let's just find out exactly how much respect they have for Nixon, see if they try and kick it away from him.
And we are set to get underway. The official has given Billy Price the okay, and the Quad A Western Final is underway. Wow, great kick against the wind. That'll go through the end zone, and State College will be in business 1st and 10 from their own 20.
One thing to look for from these two teams is a strong kicking game. Wagner, the kicker for State College, regular season, 7 of 10 field goals, pretty good kicker. Bauer doing the punting, not as good a punter as you would like to have, but he'll get the job done. Good kicking games on both sides of the football.
Let's see how State College comes out. They will bring Miller and Colte wide to the left. The backs are in the eye behind quarterback Mike McQuarrie. 1st down and 10 to go. Colte in motion. Long snap count. Play fake. McQuarrie flushed out of the pocket. Has a little bit of running room. He's across the 26 to the 28, all the way out over the 30-yard line. He is stopped by Ryan Smith. So what appeared to be a bit of a broken play turns into a 12-yard gain and a 1st down for the Little Lions.
That's something that the Upper St. Clair coaching staff was concerned about, the running ability of Mike McQuarrie. Once he finds an opening when he goes back to pass, he'll take advantage of it and pick up good yards. 3rd leading rusher on this football team.
Reminds me a little bit of Tony Sacca because he's a big kid, a rangy kid, but he's strong. He'll put his shoulder down and take on a defensive back in a heartbeat. So 1st and 10 for the Little Lions at their own 31-yard line. Single back behind McQuarrie. That single back is Bauer. 4 wide receivers in the play. And McQuarrie straight back to throw. This time he lets it go and has a wide open Jeff Nixon complete at the 45 to 46. And out over the 47, so 2 plays and 2 first downs for the Little Lions.
Nixon lined up split to the left and just went out on a short hookup pattern at about the 40 and was wide open. McQuarrie, you just found him easily. Nobody there. Nixon kind of just losing himself in the secondary, making the turn. Good hands-on catch, and then picking up some extra yards almost to midfield.
Chris Dunn and Mark Rutledge on the stop for Upper St. Clair. 1st down and 10, Little Lions. McQuarrie seems comfortable throwing the ball in this weather. Long snap count. McQuarrie will throw again. And he is again complete, this time to John Rocco across midfield to about the 47 of Upper St. Clair, where Chris Dunn will knock him down. And it is Dave Rocco with 19 receptions for 333 yards coming into this game.
Obviously, what State College is planning to do is take advantage of having the wind at their back. McQuarrie, quick drop, nice 2-3 step. Rocco just running it out, picking up 7 yards on the pass play. They're going to take advantage of this field position with the wind at their back.
And again, we have Nixon in the slot on the wide side of the field. Bauer is the lone setback. McQuarrie looks on the option. He'll cut it up and keep it himself. He's across the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Mike McQuarrie. Little Lions strike first.
Upper St. Clair, they were worried about the running McQuarrie. He shows you exactly why there. He just tucked it up in, used the blocking. Watch the blocking of number 66 and number 68 for State College. Little kick-out block, and that opens things up. McQuarrie, once he's into the secondary, he has everybody behind him and picks up 6.
Give Ron Pavlechko a lot of credit. They had not shown much of a single setback formation all year. And I guarantee with Nixon out in the slot, they were thinking they're throwing to Nixon. They come with the option. Nixon does a good job of blocking. The point after is up and good by Eric Wagner. And the Little Lions are out in front, 7-0. We'll talk more about that formation in just a bit as the Little Lions strike early as they put up 7 points on the board. Coming in all year, Upper St. Clair had only given up 13 points in the first quarter in all 13 games. So I'm sure Upper St. Clair in a bit of a state of shock right now.
Give credit to McQuarrie, too, for the extra point. It was a bad snap. He was able to get the ball on the tee and allow Wagner to kick it through good pressure. A 4-play, 80-yard drive culminated with a 47-yard run by Mike McQuarrie, and State College is on top.
You know, we're talking about a Delaware wing tee or a straight I formation backfield. Ron Pavlechko going to the single set with a running back in Bauer, and they don't option much either. So give Ron Pavlechko a week, and I guess he'll give you a couple different looks. And Upper St. Clair did not prepare for what they saw right there.
Yeah, and through the last year or so, they've pretty much gotten away from the Delaware wing tee. They want to get Nixon the ball out of the eye, the deep back, and they've been able to do that. But that single back, that's not something they were planning to see. And I think the pass success that State College had those first couple of plays really set up that touchdown well.
So Wagner is set to kick. He will be kicking to Zach Ellis, his father Bobby Ellis, a 3-year starter for the Penn State Nittany Lions. So there are some Penn State connections on this Upper St. Clair team. Ross Alessandro is number 32. He is also back deep for Upper St. Clair. Mark Honder, who plays offensive and defensive line, his father also played for the Penn State Nittany Lions. And, of course, we have a Sandusky out there for the Little Lions. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the upbacks at the 20, the 25, the 30.
It's number 11, Chris Dunn, I believe.
Chris Dunn alertly picking up the ball and giving Upper St. Clair the football in pretty good field position. They will take over 1st and 10 at their own 36. Oh,
you know,
man.
There was a bet. Who would say it first? From the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
I guess I win.
I was going to say, I think you win without any question there. 1st and 10 Panthers from their own 35. The quarterback is Mike Tomko. And the give is to Hamrick. Hamrick bangs over the left side. He'll pick up about 3. Dave Rocco, State College inside linebacker there to make the stop. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
You won't see a lot of fancy stuff from this Upper St. Clair offense. They pretty much just go with a power offensive game. Head on head, we beat you, we open up holes, and we can win. A lot of the things that have been written about Upper St. Clair is they win through beating you with better field position.
And
right
they try to wear you down as well. You're absolutely right. That's what they did last week to North Allegheny in the Whippeal final at Three Rivers Stadium. 2nd down and 7. This time it's power sweep right. Hamrick again with the football, strung out nicely by the State College defense. Pick up a 3. Justin Doherty there to make the stop. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Good pursuit by the Little Lions.
I'm not sure, but I think John Sandusky may get credit for helping to break this up. He takes care of a blocker and opens things up for his defenders to come in wide open and get a clear shot at the running back.
The key, obviously, is the cornerback turning that play in where you have a host of defenders to make the stop. So it's a big 3rd down here for the Panthers of Upper St. Clair. Backs are in the eye, and they have a man in motion. Tomko back to throw. Under pressure, throws it out on the wing, and that is incomplete, intended for Rick West. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 5. It looks like a punting situation for Upper St. Clair.
And good pressure coming from for State College. I believe it was Sabo, number 70. Getting good pressure, and Naveen Parmar.
And pretty good coverage by the secondary of the Little Lions. And again, remember, there is a stiff wind out there.
But
Upper
it has
St.
switched
Clair
direction.
was trying to throw into.
It's beginning to swirl now. It was at the back of State College, but now it's beginning to swirl.
And this is Price to kick it away. High kick. Fair catch called for, but the ball's going to bounce and take a very favorable Upper St. Clair bounce. Still rolling. Now the wind's going to pick it up a little bit. That is all the way down. Probably going to stop at about the 11-yard line, where the Little Lions will be in business again, 1st and 10 from there. Very good bounce as far as Billy Price was concerned in that kick. Very favorable roll for Upper St. Clair. So it'll be 1st and 10 Little Lions deep inside their own territory as quarterback Mike McQuarrie is set to bring the Little Lions offense in action.
Now let's see if we don't see more of Jeff Nixon this time in this series, that they try and get the ball to him a little more often on this one, although they certainly had success without giving it to him on the first series.
You have a back like that. He's also a great decoy, which
Sure.
he was obviously on that option play. And he also probably, I didn't see it, but I imagine he knocked somebody down with a block too. He's 5'10", 202 pounds, and runs consistently 4.5 or better in the 40-yard dash. Yes, he's a Division 1A prospect, highly recruited. 1st and 10 Little Lions from their own 11. This is McQuarrie to Nixon, the second back through, and there's nothing doing there. Number 75, Josh Currents, there to make the stop. Also Ryan Smith there to help out. Maybe a pickup of about 1. No, I don't think so. I think we're going to lose 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11.
Nixon had thoughts of breaking that back outside, but he was turned inside nicely, and Currents was there to make the pursuit and make the tackle.
Well, I think that touchdown was the wake-up call for Upper St. Clair. They just really weren't here yet. Now they're ready. Now they're ready to play. It's like, wait a second, what happened here? Now we have that spread formation again, but we have both backs in the backfield behind McQuarrie.
Well, field position is obviously playing a part in this series because State College doesn't want to take any chances throwing the ball down this deep.
This is Nixon again. Has a hole up the middle. He's across the 20, the 30. It's a foot race. He's across midfield, has 1 man to beat, and there is no way you're going to catch Jeff Nixon from behind. 90 yards and a touchdown for Jeff Nixon. And I wish that guy from Upper St. Clair that was here moments ago that said Upper St. Clair wins by 20 easy. I wonder what he's thinking right now.
Well, that coach was thinking about the Upper St. Clair team that beat a Hollidaysburg team here a couple of years ago. And I'll tell you what, State College, nothing against that Hollidaysburg team, but this State College team is loaded. Let's take a look at it. Wow, Nixon had thoughts about going back outside, but cuts it inside. Great up-front blocking by that State College offensive line. Rule, Soyster, Sabo, Whetstone, they all did a terrific job. Mark Rutledge was the guy who had a shot at him, but that 4.5 speed that we talked about doing the job, and Rutledge just wishes he hadn't come to the game today.
And the point after is blocked. So it'll be a 13-0 lead for the Little Lions. Mark Hundrew there to get the hand, the big paw, on Eric Wagner's point after attempt. But Jeff Nixon has just rambled 90 yards for a touchdown. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Lions on a roll.
He averages almost 9 to 10 yards a carry. Well, that's certainly going to help out the yards per carry average. 89 yards on 2 plays. A 90-yard run by Jeff Nixon. It's 13-0. We still have 7 minutes to go in the first quarter.
And I'll tell you what, Jimmy, it's a little bit early to start talking about this, but I do know one thing. When you're a team that does not have the ability to throw the football and you get down early, you're in trouble. It's that simple. If you're a ball control, run-oriented offense and you're not familiar to get the ball up in the air in a ball control manner, well, they're going to have to change their tactics. They're going to have to change what they normally do to get themselves back into this football game, and that's going to be a tough challenge for Jim Render's squad.
And toss into the mix, too, that we were hearing that Coach Render also believed that his team could beat this State College team by 20. So you wonder if the kids were listening to this and believed that they could just show up and win this game. And now that they're down 13-0, whether or not they have it in them to get back in the ball game.
You know, rankings are nice for the fans, but I'll tell you what, I think they more often than not actually hurt the team. As Wagner puts it into play, this is one of the up backs for Upper St. Clair. He's across the 30 and knocked down at the 29-yard line. Upper St. Clair, that is J.T. Render, the coach's son, with the return, and he is stopped by John Posniak. So Upper St. Clair will take over 1st and 10 from its own 29.
Upper St. Clair unable to do anything in that first series. The State College defense, that defensive front really does a job opening things up for the linebackers to make plays. We saw it on that first series. Let's see what happens this time. It's going to be tough to throw again for Tomko, the quarterback for Upper St. Clair, with that wind blowing.
Tight formation for the Panthers. Everybody bunched in, double tight end situation. Give us to the first back through, and that is number 37, I believe. Chris Hall there with a stop. The carry is Darren Martin, and that is good enough for the first down as he picks up 12.
Darren Martin getting up a good head of speed and then trying to bowl over the defensive back, pick up extra yardage. Some of the other State College players there to make the tackle, but that's Upper St. Clair's first down of the game now.
And they like to run over that left side. I noticed that tendency against North Allegheny in the WPIL final last week. 1st and 10 Panthers from the 44. This is Hambrick, first back through. Good second effort will get him out to midfield. Naveen Palmer there with the stop, and Justin Doherty helping out. That's going to be a pickup of 6. 2nd down and 4, Panthers.
Andrew and Amick, the offensive lineman for Upper St. Clair, opening up a nice little hole there for Hamrick to pick up some nice yardage. You want 2nd and 5 anytime you can get it. That's going to set up some nice plays, 2nd and 3rd down.
Yeah, 5 yards is certainly a victory on 1st down. Tomko's the quarterback. They're at midfield. In motion is Render. And they gave us the first back through the fullback. And that is another 1st down as Alan Hamrick rambles out across midfield and down to the State College 44-yard line.
And all of a sudden you see Upper St. Clair winning the battle at the line of scrimmage as the running back gets through, and got to have Ron Pavlechko a little concerned because Upper St. Clair, as we said earlier, wins by winning the battle of field position, and right now they're on their way.
They just come right at you. There's no nonsense, no real trapping or anything on the offensive line. It's pretty much straight ahead blocking. 1st down and 10, Panthers. And again, they go straight up the middle. Tomko has to fall on it. I don't know if he was going to play fake twice and throw or if he was actually to give it to the second back through, but he's going to lose 3 yards and bring up 2nd down and 13.
I think the running back thought take the ball. The quarterback thought, no, I'm going back.
It's a lonely feeling being an Upper St. Clair fan.
Great seats, eh?
Hey, I'm in the front row. He missed the tag. 2nd down and 12 for the Panthers. 4 minutes, 51 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's a 13-0 State College lead. And the second back through is Ellis. Ellis over the right side, met by the entire left side of the State College defense. He'll pick up 4, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 8. Miller and Narber there to make the stop.
Watch how Miller and Narber just stack this play up. John Sandusky there to keep the play inside and allow the defense to make the tackle. They just stacked things up. There was nothing going.
Dave Rocco's very active, too, from his inside linebacker spot. He's the leading tackler on this State College team. And another big 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers.
I don't think we're going to see a pass here again. I'll be surprised.
And it's the sweep to Ellis. Ellis over across the 40, the 35, and he is very close to the marker. And I have a feeling we're going to have a measurement on this one. Darren Narber there with a stop for the Little Lions. Pickup of about 8. We're going to have to take a close look at this one.
Nice block out there, too, by number 35, Hamrick, to open things up. Kicked out the cornerback and allowed Ellis to pick up what looks to be 1st down yardage.
You going to make your first call of the day?
Yeah, by about a tip of the football, he's got that 1st down.
Okay, I think he's a little bit short. Just to make it interesting. No, you're right. By about half the length of the football.
I'm also available for hunting sessions. I can see a deer pretty well.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get your buck already this year? First down at 10, Panthers on the State College 39-yard line. So this has been a very impressive drive, a must drive almost for the Panthers of Upper St. Clair. Now they're in the straight T behind Tomko. 1st down and 10. Gives a second back through. This is Ellis again over the right side. Justin Doherty there to put a helmet into his gut, but not before he picks up about 4. That'll bring up a 2nd down and about 5. Call it a gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
You're seeing in Upper St. Clair an offense that in a lot of ways mirrors State College's offense. They have the 1,000-yard rusher as State College does in Hamrick, but they also have a very good rusher. State College has Bauer. Ellis with almost 600 yards rushing this season.
2nd down and 5. The fullback is Hamrick. He is stopped, but a good second effort will get him a couple as he is gang tackled at about the 28. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4.
If we have a replay, we can take a look at Darren Narber. He just fought off his block, won the battle immediately, and was able to make the initial hit. Here you go.
And give Hamrick credit, too, for keeping those legs going.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be one guy bringing him down.
But Narber able to slow him down enough to allow the other guys to come in and make the stop after a pickup of what, about a yard?
About a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 5. Hamrick's pretty big kid, 6'3", 195 pounds. 3rd down and 5. Panthers at the State College 27. Full house backfield. 3rd back through as Hamrick has the 1st down and more. He's at the 15. Dragged down from behind at the 12. Justin Doherty with a touchdown-saving tackle as Upper St. Clair's on a roll. Good drive going here, all on the ground, and they have marched all the way down to the State College 12.
Some good ball faking as well by Tomko. I was believing that number 22, Jeff Mandler, had the football, but instead it's Hambrick. And I wouldn't be surprised if he picked up a lot of those yards because the State College defense was just so confused, didn't know who had the football.
Underrated element of what you do as a quarterback, especially on a running team. Your ability to ball fake and handle the football is very important on a ground-oriented team, and Tomko does it well. So it's first down and 10 Panthers from the State College 12. Little mix-up in the backfield, but Martin finally gets it in gear, gets across the 10 to about the 8-yard line, where it'll be second down and 8.
This is the 10th play of the drive, and Upper St. Clair's been winning the battle along the line of scrimmage from the very first play of this drive. It started back on the Upper St. Clair 37, but I'll tell you what, it doesn't look like the players are feeling the effects of this cold weather as the snow really begins to just become a blinding kind of thing. It looks like a blizzard by now.
Reminds me to that day in South Bend when Penn State lost the heartbreaker about 3 weeks ago. So it is second down and 6 for the Panthers. They've gone with a straight deep formation the last 6 plays. Second back through is Ellis. Ellis is hit after he gets across the 5. Darren Narber there to get him underneath, and then a host of other Little Lion tacklers, including Matt Weekland there to stack him up. He'll be short of the first down. Third down and 3 for the Panthers.
You see Soyster come in and try to make the play, but then it was Sabo being knocked off the football, so Weekland had to come in and make the tackle. A nice play coming up from that defensive back's position.
Time-consuming drive. We're down under 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. 13-0. Little Lions of State College, an important 3rd and 3 here, although we might be in 4-down territory for Upper St. Clair.
They only need to get just inside the 2 for a first.
And they go to the big man.
I don't think he has it. Number 77, that's
Todd Amick, who they sort of bring in the backfield like Refrigerator Perry back in the days of Ditka's Bears, playing well. Miller and Narber there to make the stop. Yeah, that's the big man. The offensive lineman playing fullback gets down just shy of the first down. And Upper St. Clair is going to take a timeout and talk about it on what to do on 4th down.
Just 2 seconds remain in the first quarter. Interesting they would call a timeout and not take advantage of the wind at their back. You know, allow the time to run out and just go to the other side of the field.
Plus, during that time when they change see what he needs. Yeah, I don't understand the timeout. Especially if you need it, say you have a drive at the end of the half where you need to stop the clock. That could be a costly timeout for Jim Render. 13-0, Little Lions of State College.